What's good, y'all? I feel like it's so awkward trying to do this video at first, but I made it to week 8. Thank the Lord on that. Man, what a week. And what a time overall for Artist Way so far. And I think everybody that has been watching my journey this far, it's been very transformational and honestly very reflective. And I appreciate everybody that's been watching this journey. And yeah, this week has been it's been kind of like a quieter week, I feel like this week. Um, artist, I said Artist Way. Creative Mondays did not happen this week, so I did not attend. It was not available this week. But in turn, there was a lot of other like intuitive type things I feel like I've been going through. Like, I feel like this week has been bringing a lot of issues from my past kind of to the forefront in a sense of like, kind of like a lot of reflection and kind of like looking at a situation, coming to terms with it, and just kind of like really just kind of giving it peace and giving it love and acceptance and just move on and allowing myself to live a life that I deserve, but also kind of like respecting and acknowledging what happened in the past, but keep on going forward. And I think that's what I appreciate overall with this journey, because I think it's not just like a thing where it's like it's just like, I guess, life in general. It's like a ever evolving part of healing. So I think like I just noticed that these weeks, like I just been constantly just kind of like facing certain things I was kind of nervous of or scared of, or I guess thoughts that I just didn't feel comfortable looking at. And even I guess sometimes people that I don't want to address certain situations with, but I became very much, the word peace keeps on popping up. I feel like I've been very much in a peaceful like presence now in my life, and I'm very happy. And with that, like I really want to start making moves and decisions that will continue my peace, and hopefully with that peace I'll bring in all the good stuff, you know what I'm saying? All the goods, all the goodies. So with that being said, I'm gonna talk a little bit about week. Week 8. Week 8. So, stuff I wrote from week 8 that I got from the book. I wrote, artistic losses can be turned into artistic gain. We must acknowledge and share it. We must flag and alert our losses and articulate them. And it's funny because it's funny that's what I mentioned, and that's literally what I wrote, and I high key forgot what I even wrote here. So that's very interesting, actually. Take criticism liberates the artist we aim at. We are childlike, not childish. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Surround yourself with people who respect and treat you well. Trust that little voice. This might work, and still try it. In order to recover our sense of hope and the courage to create, we must acknowledge and mourn the stars that are blocking us. This process may seem painstaking and petty, must gain autonomy. Giving yourself the dignity to admit your artistic wounds, accepting your losses. Art is the art of structuring time. Every end is a beginning, every loss is a new gain. How can loss gain me? Metabolize loss into gain. Start something despite ego's reservations. Whew. So that's a lot. This is very powerful, because I think that kind of goes into what I was saying in the beginning of the video, which is like, just like kind of owning up to certain losses or certain things, and just kind of realizing that just kind of accepting it, and it is what it is. And I think I'm doing that in life, and artistically definitely doing that. Like I think I've been frustrated that I didn't stay committed to my artists. Like I should have treated my artists better. I should have just I should have just been there for my artists more instead of just ignoring my artists. But I guess I felt more comfortable just hiding and bottling my feelings that it's like I was so more like caring of other people's feelings versus my own. And I think that's why I always bottled up my feelings. I didn't want to hurt other people's feelings. I didn't want to articulate like what you did there. I didn't like. I didn't articulate certain things because I think like just as a wound of mine, like I don't like drama. I don't like drama. I don't like I guess I just want peace, and I want to be around peace. I guess over time I realized that sometimes that you have to stir the pot a little bit, not in a sense of like in a destructive way, but in a sense of like you can't take like nothing from nobody. You can't let people just do anything you want to you. You have to stand up for yourself. And I think that's also something that I've learned. Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of things that it definitely stems from. And yeah, so I think like it's in that sense, I'm just kind of like accepting my losses, accepting my endings. My bad. I just got out the shower not too long ago, so my hair is still kind of wet. That's why it's all dripping wet and everything. But yeah, so I mean, honestly, this week was kind of hard for me to do morning pages. It's probably the first week, and it's weird like how I got to like week 8 and it became kind of hard for me to do morning pages. So yeah, this week was kind of tough to do morning pages to me, not gonna lie. It wasn't the easiest for some reason. I think I just kind of put artists away this week in the back burner. But also it was like a busy week in general, like with work, and there was like a lot of events that we went to after work. We had like an outing, and we had like a few outings this week, so it was just kind of busy. So I didn't really have time until like the weekend, and even that, like I didn't really even for my artist date, I didn't even take. And I think I don't want to be so hard on myself either, because I think I'm so hard on myself about a lot of things. What I continuously wrote from week 7, week 6, from all these weeks to now is that I do not get enough rest. And I think I was so hard on myself because I got invited to do so many things and I want to do so many things, but I just wanted to rest. And I felt bad for wanting to rest. And I hated that. I hated that. I felt bad for wanting to rest. But then I had random spurts of like, let me do this, let me do that. And then it's like, then I feel bad because like I want to do it, and then why did I not want to just do it? Yeah, I be feeling so bad for no reason, just because I want to just lay and just sleep and rest and do nothing. I make myself feel bad all the time for that, which is so dumb. So yeah. And yeah, so this week for my artist date, I just rested. And I think that's okay. Like I think sometimes even dates with a partner, like sometimes you just want to lay around and do nothing. So I acknowledge that and I respected my decision. But I decided to just do that for my artist, just rest. So I'm gonna go through like some of the stuff that was asked for the task. Asked for the task. Also, I want to say my affirmations. My affirmations this week. I have 5 affirmations. The first one is I am a talented person. Second, I now treat myself and my creativity more generously. 3, I now share my creativity more openly. 4, I now accept creative recovery. 5, I now accept God's help unfolding in my life. So I wrote those affirmations every day after my morning pages. And the task for the week. What did I say? Ask for the task? Well, I forgot what I said already. But So there was a goal search. So goal search, right? Goal search, pretty much what you're supposed to do, there's a few steps. Step one, you name your dream. And then with that, you name a concrete goal that signals to you as an accomplishment. So what would signify to you as your true north towards your dream? Like what I wrote on your emotional compass, this goal signifies true north, right? So the next one is, in a perfect world, in relation to your dream and true north, where would you like to be in 5 years? In the work we inhabit now, we action. Second one, in work we inhabit now, we action. Now we action can take this year to move you closer. Next one, what action can you take this month, this week, this day, right now? Then after this, list your dream, list its true north, select a role model, make an action plan. 5 years, 3 years, 1 year, 1 month, 1 week, 1 day, now. Interesting enough, I actually did not finish this one. I'm gonna be so real. Because I feel like I want to sit with this because I don't know who my role model would be in music. I know I feel like I have a lot of different dreams within music. But I still feel like I really want to sit with it a little bit more too, like dream wise. Like I know I want to create a body of work that people that follow me and know my story or just interested in hearing me, they all love it. And I have a strong fan base, strong core fan base that loves it. And I don't necessarily need it to be recognized like in a Grammy way, but I think just like any artist who wouldn't love a Grammy, but I think like just really knowing that I put like my whole soul into this body of work and it being recognized. I think I'm just trying to redefine that without it also like not being so cliche, but I think I would love to have a Grammy. I'm not gonna hold you. I would love to have a Grammy, but I don't need it to validate me either. But anyways, so that's what I'm still working on, that because I definitely want to like make my own personal like 10-year, 5-year plan. And the second thing was new childhood. What would you have been if you had a perfect childhood? Nurturing. Write a page of this fantasy childhood. What were you given? Can you reparent yourself in that direction now? So I wrote a whole page talking about my new childhood that I wish I had. I gave myself a lot of time for that too. Color schemes. Pick a color scheme and write a few questions, sentencing, describing yourself in first person. What is your favorite color? What do you have that is in your color? What about an entire room? I wrote for my favorite color. Over the years I grew up like I loved red, I loved blue, but then I realized like I really like gold is my color. I love me some gold, man. Like I know you can't really wear like a gold shirt or anything, but I love wearing like gold accessories or like just stuff that I don't know. I like gold or even like yellow stuff that's like kind of like yellow. I like yellow a lot. And I wrote my own sentences about that. Yes, that was my week 8, and I'm definitely looking forward to what week 9 brings. Hopefully I get to go to Creative Mondays and they're not closed, or not closed, but like people want to go. But yeah, thanks again for y'all watching and tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate y'all for tuning in.